So has New York changed over the last couple of years due to COVID? I don't know. But over the next couple of days, the family and I are going to be checking out the places we've been to before to see if there's been any changes. Now, the last time we were on this bridge, this was packed, like packed, couldn't move, lights were ringing to get through, full of tourists, full of everything. You literally couldn't get to this to read what it's all about. And look, it's empty. And I do have a really soft spot for the city. I could walk around all day, as I've told Caleb often, and he's stuck with me most of the time, too, you? Taking photos, taking videos. There is just so many parts of the city that are beautiful. But I have a feeling that parts of it as well fallen apart. Now, the Brooklyn Bridge only takes you around about 30, 45 minutes to walk across. But I have to admit, with less people on it, it's a much better experience. So many places. I do love this bridge. And I love that my kids love or let me film them. They haven't really got a choice, I suppose. This is Brianna's B-roll. Don't run! You know I've got a camera here. Let's go and see if Sam and Jane are up. Find some breakfast. This is a beautiful little area. Down here on SeaPort, I think it's called. I'll have to find out. But anyway, it's a beautiful little area down here. It's a lot of history, a lot of food, a lot of little restaurants. Nearly home for breakfast. Breakfast is around about 40 minutes, so we're going to have to try the hot dogs to see if they've changed over the last couple of years. It's something which Caleb and I have always done every time we've come here since he was little. A lot of people recommend against it, but we like it. We're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out if they've changed. No sauce? No sauce for me? Beautiful, well done, buddy. Thank you. Have they changed? Still good.
They're still good.
They haven't changed. At least for me. And they're perfect. Oh, beautiful. Nothing like a hot dog. Central Park, New York. Nothing like it. Let's have a look. Thought we'd give the nature walk a bit of a shot.
Oh, nice.
Which is just really a walkway. Hey, squirrel. No. Now, one thing that has actually changed for the better is the coffee. I have to admit, when I first came to New York, I could not find a good cup of coffee because we don't drink the filtered cup. But we're just out here at the actual Rockefeller Center, just walking past the actual St. Patrick's Cathedral, which we're going to go in a couple of minutes. And the coffee from the van was exceptionally good. I usually, apart from this morning when I had a green coffee instead of a normal coffee, you can do it. What do you think?
That's the fishy one.
Yeah, the fishy coffee. Apart from that, the coffee is much better than it always was. And that's something I didn't expect. I know some Australians have actually opened up some coffee houses here in New York. But Carla was just asking what's been the best part of the day. And funny enough, just sitting here, people watching, drinking good coffee has been one of them. But now, of course, we've got to go find the girls. They're still shopping. Where have you been?
We were just
looking at shoes. Find any? I see the city bikes, they're still here. At least they're not dumped somewhere. I've no idea if someone used it, but I have seen about 2 people use them. But nowhere near as many as they used to. Most nowadays are using the electric scooters instead of these bikes. And let's see if Times Square's changed. Is getting hot chocolate from Max Brenner. Nothing's changed. It's extremely busy. Roadwork's still going on. A lot of sellers going on. And one little boy's died, as you can tell. Okay, I said Times Square hadn't changed. It hasn't, really. Except for the mull smoke. The smell of mull smoke is everywhere. Kids have just gone into the weed shop. Explain to me. I don't understand it. Personally, I think it's going to destroy the city. Now, of course, don't get me wrong. I think the actual marijuana should have been legalized a long time ago. But I believe it should be run like Amsterdam. Carla was asking me before how it's done. It's very simple. You can naturally smoke at home or in cafes, not on the street. Just like alcohol. You can't drink a beer in the middle of the street. It's not good for Sam to see people who are, well, a little bit
influence.
Yeah, a little bit high. So that is the building we're going up, Sam. Right there. That's the building, that's the Empire State Building. The Empire State exhibit has been redone since we were last here. And I have to admit, they've done a good job of it.
Oh, please get it, please get it.
No, Peter Parker doesn't live here. Do you see these elevators? These elevators take us up to the first section.
So, Spider-Man's girlfriend?
Spider-Man's girlfriend doesn't live here either, no. Yes, he's a little ready. Let's go, sir.
Side and keep your eyes open. Ribbons fly through the air. Nice catch, Lou!
How's that for a view?
I might pass out when I'm up all the way up to the top. I
Yeah.
might pass out.
What's that, buddy?
I'm actually about to pass out.
What? No, you're not. It's pretty high though, isn't it? Now we have to do, mate, so we have to go right up there, pal.
Where?
Right up there.
Where?
Right up there.
Where the line is?
Sort of, close. We've got to go up there now.
Because if we go on the line one, I'll throw up.
No, you won't, buddy. You won't. Brianna, right now, you need to do a Ferris Bueller times. Go on. So Sam, you lean your head forward onto the glass. There, look. How's that?
The cars are small.
The cars are small. They're all the way down there, buddy. That's why.
It's like a car plane pool.
It's like a what?
A plane.
It is. We're in a plane, isn't it? The view is a bit scary from here. You don't have sweaty palms doing this. I don't know what's going to give it to you. If you can't get up to the observatory here on the glass, it is a little terrifying, but it's certainly worth the extra money. Being 104 floors up and the kids are taking photos everywhere. But I must admit, putting our heads onto the glass does make me feel a bit woozy. And I feel like we're moving. Anyway, it's definitely worth it. Last time I came here was actually closed due to the weather. I can only get to the observatory, but getting up here to the 104th floor is definitely worth it. 102nd floor, definitely worth it. Definitely. Whoa. As you said that, if you can do that, it's definitely worth it. Now it's time for the 9/11 monument. I don't know whether I want to take Sammy to this, but we're going to have to. A little bit sad, I think. We actually bought the tickets online. It's far easier because you skip the line. We had to come back the other day because they give you a time to turn up, but believe me, it saves having to line up down here.
So, buddy? Yep, that's pictures of the people that end up passing away. It's unfortunate.
Why does he have white concrete on his head?
Why does he have concrete on his head? Because when the buildings fell down, all the dust and stuff got in their faces. That's what happened. So they get really, really dusty and they coughed with all the smoke and stuff.
Why did people in their minds? Why did the mind say there might be the building falling down, and then they just walk through and then?
No one knew the building was going to fall. That's the thing.
Where was there? Was there kids there?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because there's a lot of people.
Because if kids were there, they'll be already grown up.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's right. But yeah, I think it's time for us to get out of here. It's pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's tears in my eyes right now.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Well, the monument was sad. It was beautifully done. They have actually done, I think they've changed it slightly, but it's a beautiful place to go. I was worried about taking Sammy in there, but of course, obviously, when I took him in there, he understood a lot more than I thought he would. And he was really sad, so eventually, we had to get out. Anyway, certainly worth a visit. But now, it's time for us to test the cabs out, because we're off to Central Park to hopefully catch a horsey ride.
Wait, what's that?
That's a TV in the cab.
This is how they clean the subways.
Good, isn't it? Well, at least I know the taxi cabs are still as crazy as they were last time. And if you're thinking of getting Uber, believe me, they're just as nuts. The one thing I do have to naturally talk about now while we're waiting for the kids to arrive here for us to ride a horsey is the rubbish. The rubbish seems to be building up everywhere. A lot of the bins are full and overflowing. There's rubbish in the streets, there's bags of rubbish in the streets, and much more than I remember. Of course, obviously, I don't quite know whether it's an economic thing or a change in psyche, but the city is a lot grubbier. Now we're going to go ride a horsey around Central Park to see if Central Park's changed. What do you want to feed the horsey?
Yes.
Do you think the horsey likes carrots as much as you do?
Probably likes carrots, I don't know.
Ew, look at that.
Thanks for that tea, Eddie. Horsey, see?
Like
What does the horsey?
So when we're done this ride, I'm gonna
He
pat
probably,
it.
yeah.
You're gonna say thank you by patting. That's a good idea, Sam. You've gotten better. What do you say, Sam? Thank you. Give him a good boy. Carrot to Sparky.
Remember, you gotta hold your hand open.
Ready? That's it?
Oh, he's taking it.
Look! Was that fun?
Yeah.
Like riding on the horsey?
Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it? So as our 3-day trip to New York comes to an end, what's the final verdict? So yes, the city has changed. In the last couple of years, they've actually changed some of the laws, which has made the crime rate go up. We were just recently talking to one of the guys that sold us our sunglasses, and he said that most stores nowadays have to have a security guard on because he's lost over $500,000 worth of sunglasses just to one guy. They get arrested, then let out the next day because there's something about theft of something which is under $900 US or $1,000 US isn't a felony. So crime rate has gone up. So you obviously have to be careful in New York, I suppose, like you always have. The one thing I was most worried about when I was walking around was I noticed that a lot of the New Yorkers seemed, I suppose, fed up, over it all, you know, just pushed down because they've had everything from COVID, everything from the lockdowns, increased crime rate, people have left the city, a lot of people have lost their businesses, there's a lot of vacant shops in New York, there's a lot of for lease signs, there's a lot of actually homeless. I even saw some guys drinking cough medicine on the side of the road, and it was just horrible to see, and I was truly worried about New York. But then we went to a baseball game, our very first New York Yankees game. Are you going to catch a ball if it comes to you?
Well, if I don't make it, you guys can.
I'll catch it. You can do it, Sam. Oh, baby. Got it. Ready?
I love this song.
It is a beautiful view down here, especially in the morning. The Brooklyn Bridge is certainly a special place. But at the baseball game, we saw the spark of the New Yorkers that made me fall in love with this city over 25 years ago. It's obviously going through its challenges, like all of us are. But I'm hoping that spark can bring back the fire back into the city, revive the city back to where it should be, because I do love coming to New York. It has changed. It's gotten more dangerous. There's less things to see. Some people are more sad than they used to be. But hopefully that won't be forever. And hopefully next time I come back, I can see the true New York that I remember. But as always, got any questions, leave in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed already, do hit that subscribe button now. And as always, I'll see you very soon in the next adventure. Just as the sun comes up. Perfect way to end the video, see? I do love this city.